Oh, okay. Hi guys. Today I'm going to do a Jackie Chan film as promised, and I'm going to do Jackie Chan Police Story 3 Supercop. I've been looking forward to reviewing this film, so much so that this week in work, when I knew I was going to be doing this video, I got a little bit excited. This is the problem of having an office all to yourself. Look at the bouffant on that. Look at the hair. Jesus Christ, that is powerful. The hair is so amazing that your eyes are immediately drawn to it. You forget these guns and the helicopter and all this crap, and you're just looking at that giant Lego man do. It also stars Michelle Yeoh, or as she's credited in this, yeah, the focus is fixed. She's credited in this film as Michelle Khan. So I don't know, whatever. This kind of predates his crappy recent American phase, which kind of started with Chris Tucker in Rush Hour, and now he's just doing things like Karate Kid and The Tuxedo. I mean, I suppose it's just because he can't do all the real crazy stunts anymore, so I don't know, but those films are kind of fucking bullshit family movies. You know, I want to see Jackie Chan with a gun kicking guys in the balls, and you just don't see that in the new films. And also, it's a lot easier, this kind of phase of his career is a lot easier to get into than his really early phase when he was doing kind of period films like Shaolin monks in the 15th century or whatever. It's absolutely quality. There's loads of set pieces in the film that would be the final set piece in any other action film. They're in Malaysia and they're doing this big chase scene through the city, and then they're on helicopters, they're jumping off buildings, they're fighting on top of trains. It's amazing. I mean, obviously I'm totally in favour of Jackie Chan, so I tried to ask someone who's not that bothered about Jackie Chan what they thought of this film. That's my girlfriend Hannah. I made her watch this film once. So this is what Hannah thought. Hey Hannah, what did you think of Jackie Chan's Supercop, Police Story 3 Supercop?
I don't remember.
What did you think about it? What did you think about it? I fumbled the camera and dropped it, and in doing so I broke the Bluetooth external microphone that was on top of the camera. Fucking brilliant. $100 down the pan. You don't need to see, this is the third film in the series, but you don't need to see the first two. The first two are alright, but they're nowhere near as good as this one. And in this one, he plays this undercover cop who infiltrates this drug gang, and he works his way up, you know, in that gang and try and take them down. But because it's a joint operation with the Chinese police, because this is pre-97 and the handover of Hong Kong, which was then a British territory, he's like a British citizen, like a Hong Kong citizen, and he has to do a joint operation with the Chinese military. That's why Michelle Yeoh has to follow him in, because she's the Chinese character. And so there's like a kind of weird culture clash where he's coming from this more relaxed culture in Hong Kong going into China where they're all sort of like rigid and they've got all these set rules. What you want to avoid is the film that's just called Supercop, because that is the sequel to this that doesn't have Jackie Chan in it. It has just Michelle Yeoh in it. And they changed her character completely. She's nothing even like she is in this film, and that's really shit. That's not worth watching at all. So make sure you don't get the one that's just Michelle Yeoh called Supercop. You want Police Story 3 Supercop with Jackie Chan. Okay, actually Jackie Chan makes a cameo in the sequel to this, so his picture might be on that box, but just make sure you know what you're getting, because that one is fucking wank. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, that's all for this week. Maybe next week I'll do a horror film. I know some of the other rough cutters are doing lots of horror films because it's October. In England we don't really celebrate Halloween until like a couple of days before it. I know Americans like to get going well in advance, so I'm going to leave those guys to do all that kind of stuff. I accidentally deleted all my rough cuts titles and all that when I moved back to the UK, so I'm no longer using the Arnold system. I've got a new system. Here's my rating, and I'll see you next week.